The KO reminded me of Sergio Martinez versus Paul Williams. One of the greatest KOs I've ever seen, man. Saya says Big Bro already pretty much gave himself the prospect of the year. Yeah. And Nico Ali Wash versus this Paul brother next. Damn. Hey, they said Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And guess what? I think that would be bad news for boxing because I think Jake Paul beats him and he's going to go out there and say, look, now I'm beating real boxers. But we know Junior he hasn't been serious about this thing since Sergio Martinez, I think. And that's been a while. So I think Paul beats Chavez Jr., man. That guy doesn't even train. He probably wouldn't even make weight at 190 or whatever this dude is fighting at. So Chavez Jr., stay away from Jake from State Farm, man. You don't want them problems.
I think he studied some of these fighters. He knows who to take on and who not to. I see a comment that Big Bro wrote, Nico Walsh versus his Paul brother next. That would be big marketing-wise. Marketing-wise, that would be big. And I'll be honest, I don't know if Nico Walsh, would win this one. I have these guys in a sense pretty. Well,
he's even. A lot smaller right now. And they probably have a similar amount of experience. I don't know how deep Nico's amateur resume looks like, but Paul's a problem, man. Paul's a problem, man. Was that his nickname, the Problem Child? Was that him or no?
I think so.
Am I making that up? Man, y'all wild in the corner in the comment section now. But Clyde says Paul's resume is better than Bud's resume. Hey, they're close. They're up there. Big Bro says for that Nico versus Paul fight, winner gets the Hype of the Year award. Yeah, man. We'll see what's next. This was pay-per-view, right? Are they releasing these numbers? I know the one with Tyson did very well when Mike Tyson and, of course, Paul was claiming that, like, oh, people came to watch me and all that. But obviously, they were watching Tyson against Roy Jones Jr., I think was the one at the time. But, yeah, I'm going to look up the numbers, see how it did after the fact. They'll probably release it soon if they haven't already. But all I know is that this guy's creating a lot of buzz right now. And he'll probably beat, a dude like Chavez Jr. I heard Anderson Silva's name also being thrown in there, a guy who has professional experience as a boxer. He has a few fights under his belt as a boxer. He defeated Chavez Jr., so it's going to be interesting. But I don't know if Paul takes on Fury, man. I don't know if that's something they're going to do because now that stock kind of rises for Paul after this crazy KO. Yeah. And, I mean, if I'm him, I'd probably continue to fight these dudes, these MMA guys who can't defend for their lives, literally. They have zero head movement. This guy, that last punch, he didn't even put his hands up. He didn't even, I think he did, but he, missed his own face somehow. I don't know. Yeah. Just one of the KOs of the year, man. I think next week we're going to do our awards, and it's going to be very tough not to put this one in there, even though some of you may not consider him a professional, full-on professional yet. But it's something to think about, man. It's something to think about. I don't know if this guy's growing on me or I don't know what's going on, but that was a good KO.
I think it's the combination of some of the boxers disappointing you and then this guy just being, making some right moves. But, yeah. I'm going to have to give a lot of credit to Ooze, man. I mean, indirectly, Ooze has a lot to do with Jake Paul's big knockout this week, in my opinion. But, yeah, we'll see what happens next. What do you think will derail Jake Paul? Do you think
a real boxer?
Real boxer.
Look.
And follow up question: do you think he retires, or do you think he
should?
He calls it a day if he loses. The day that he loses, the moment he loses, do you think he calls it a?
He should call it a day now and just live the rest of his life like a legend. All right, that's it.
What is he? 5-0? 5-0, if not mistaken. 5-0.
5-0, 4 KOs. Yep. Someone's asking, why do you sound like you're underwater? And Mad Dog says, because you live in a pineapple under the sea. Is that true?